Yep. Mm-hmm. As I get ready to wind down for the evening, like I said, man, these are June's thoughts and facts. Yeah, man. I try to instill good morals and character traits in my son, and that is very important to me. Like I say, a lot of our older generation, they were taught wrong, and they were taught to do what they could have learned or read the information and learned and tried to comprehend it themselves, but they were only went off of what they were taught. So they've been misled. Um, Man, I don't knock nobody for what they do. I don't knock nobody for going to get a regular job if that's what worked for them. Well, I ain't, man. Please, I don't knock nobody for that if they can tolerate that. I started my business in 2018 because the company I was working with went through some changes, and they started nitpicking little small things that I had never had, come up my way. Um, and like I say, I was a single father, and I came into work one day, and I believe one of the supervisors tried to write me up for being 5 minutes late for taking my son. I always took my son to daycare every morning, and when I came, he said he was gonna write me up, and here I was. Now, the people who own the company, I mentioned it to the lady, Miss Joan Kelly. I mentioned her. I said I may be a little 5 or 6 minutes late in the morning. I did drop my son off at daycare just when he was a baby. But when I got there, he wanted to write me up for that. And you had other people who would come in 10, 15, 20 minutes late, and they would stop at Starbucks. I told them I was not. And at this time, I was really the only black person left at the company. I think about two of us left at that time. So I told him no, I wasn't going to sign it, and I left, and I started my own business in 2018. I did very well. I still do very well. I don't have to go out there and chase every dollar because I live within my means. I'm not out trying to impress everybody. I don't, I'm good with having a lot, and I'm good with not having it at all either, because I know how to survive. Uh, and plus, I know what it's like to have a whole lot. And you have to work extra hard to try to keep up an image to impress these phony people that try to hang around you to see what you have. And really, you spend more time trying to protect it, because the whole time if you're working, whoever's at your house, or if they know you ain't at your house, sometimes them folks be snooping around. So you spend more time trying to protect the assets you done obtained. Nah, brother. That's why I work the way I work. And I make sure I'm always gonna be at home when I feel like it. I make more money ordering equipment for other companies. I don't have to leave and go over. So that's what I'm saying. People don't understand the real definition of work. Nobody had to go out there and do manual labor like that no more. Man, shoot, man. A lot of even these big plants and factories got robots running around. Nobody doing that manual labor no more, unless they want to. And people always want to quote the scriptures, but here's what they don't. They forget to leave out. They forget to leave out. They quote scriptures when it's convenient for them. It says in the Bible, a wise man stores up enough inheritance so his children don't have to work. So you never know. A lot of people walk away from their inheritance that their forefathers had left for them because they were greedy. It also says in the word too. Here's what it says in the word now. A person who rebukes the word will be sometimes force themselves back into hard labor. So sometimes people with their vision, with their eyes, think they want a new car, a new house, they force themselves back into hard labor because they're not happy or satisfied with what they already have. So people, man, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. And don't try to keep up with everybody else, man. Because even in the entertainment world, a lot of your entertainers, your athletes, your singers, they are gifted those cars they drive. They are gifted the jewelry they wear. But it makes another individual feel like they have, just because they see it, they have to go out there and try to obtain it. So they have go out there and spend every dollar they got to try to look the part, not realizing that that individual they looking up to either wearing fake jewelry, because there's a lot of people wear fake jewelry, and then you have those. Then you got the ones that they're giving that jewelry. So don't be lost out here in this mess, man. Learn how to save money for real, man. Don't look like a millionaire and be broke. Because there's a lot of people that look rich that ain't got a dollar. For real, man. For real, man. Got some fancy cars, but can't put and they can't put gas in them. I know a lot of people. I used to go ride around with some people sometimes. For real, man. Back when some of them car clubs I used to hang out with, and people have all them fancy looking cars, but then when it's time for us to ride out, they didn't have the gas to put in them. What? Man, please, man. So people don't judge a book by its cover. I ride a bicycle because I like to. It's exercise, boy. Good exercise. If I need to go somewhere important, to go out of town, or go do one of them service calls or a big job, I can go rent a vehicle. And it's cheap. Most of the time, my main job is to make sure I'm present for my son. That's number one. My other job, I put that on the back burner. Because 9 times out of 10, it costs a person to go work majority of these jobs they're applying for anyway. Think about it. They got to go get a new car to make sure they're going to get there. Have full coverage on the insurance, especially if they're making payments on it. Then they got to keep the fuel in there to get back and forth to work. So it's costing a person more money to go work some of these jobs than it'll be more convenient for them to start their own little business and build something from the ground up. But you can't tell folks nothing. I built my business from the ground up, and can't nobody take it away from me, because that's my LLC. That's my IEE number. That's mine. I own that. And I do what I want to with it. So don't let people be stressing you about going to work no regular job. I would never. I can know, because I'm trying to tell you. Bro. What they say about that third strike? Nah, brother. I done been fired twice. No, yeah, might as well say twice in my life. Twice in my life. That's a good thing. I'm 40 years old and only been fired twice. That third one, boy, I might snap. So no, I ain't giving nobody the opportunity to try to do that. So for real, boy. Because some of these people, they be dependent on that paycheck. Nah, bro. As long as you don't depend on it, you ain't got to worry about it. Put God first. He gonna make sure you have what you need. For real, man. Put God first. Don't be out here overworking yourself, stressed out. Some of these men go to work, and the mailman stop by the house and go inside while they gone. Jody be all up in the refrigerator. I ain't gonna say nothing, boy. I ain't gonna say nothing about one of my relatives. I ain't. But he made me laugh every time he made me laugh every time boy, it's a story he tell me about what one of his ex-wife did. Boy. Every time I think about it, like, daggone, she did him like that. I was saying, man, these women be trifling. And like I say, man, these females the older women be trying to pass me. I got a granddaughter no, I don't want your granddaughters. I don't want your daughters. These be older women and they 60 time they got a granddaughter to talk to me. I don't necessarily want you. That's an extra bill, man. I don't. It gonna cost me more to feed her, entertain her, man. I don't have that much extra time. I got a child to raise, man. For real, bro. For real, man. After my son turned 18, then I get back out there and maybe want to, I might, but I might not. These females don't want nothing. First, they want you to get them pregnant. Then they want to argue and nag and be all in your pockets. Ain't got time for that, man. No. Oh, I ain't seen, man. I tell you what, man. We gonna, yeah. The next female I got, she got to be bad as Miss Mulatto. Miss Mulatto. She got to be bad as Miss Mulatto, boy. I'm trying to tell you what. Yeah, I sure would, boy. That girl, she thick, boy. 21 Savage doing his thing with that, boy. For real, boy. I'm surprised she ain't got pregnant yet. Miss Mulatto fine, boy. Real. My next girlfriend. She gotta look like her. That'd be the only way I go out there. She gotta have pockets fatter than mine, yo. For real. Other than that, man, no, man. Don't nobody be trying to hand me no headaches. Talking about I got a daughter that you might want to talk. These old women be sad, yo. They need a spanking. I used to talk to an old lady. Every single time I went around her, she literally would try to spank me. That's some weird shit there. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all up today, man. Get into your word. Feed the spirit, man. Feed your natural. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged.